What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing a 49ers mock draft 1.0. This is my first mock draft of the year. We're going to be doing a bunch leading up to the NFL draft, but let's get to it. What is up, everybody? I am down here in the bottom left. We got the NFL mock draft database simulator right over. It's covering the whole entire screen. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you change about the draft and everything like that. And if this video lags a little bit, like if there's some laggy parts, I don't know if it will lag. But I don't know what it. My Wi-Fi is just being weird. I think it should be good for this video, but if there's some moments where I'm frozen down here, but I'm still talking, don't worry about that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on the NFL mock draft database simulator. I just got a text, so don't mind that. Let's get into it. So let's get this started. I think Fernando Mendoza will go first. Yes, we already know that. It's flying by here. Let's see who the 49ers end up with to select at pick 27. And here we are. So we got Kenyon Sadiq, Ty Simpson, Avian Terrell, Caleb Lomu. This is a guy that has been mocked to go to the 49ers a ton. Caden McDonald, Caleb Banks, Colton Hood, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, Anthony Hill Jr., Hook'em Horns. Let's just go through each kind of player right here. So Kenyon Sadiq, I think he's going to go to the Philadelphia Eagles just because the Philadelphia Eagles need a tight end. Dallas Goedert needs a new contract. I think Kenyon Sadiq's going to slide right in there, and he's probably going to be the next best thing in the NFL or one of the next best tight ends, because that's just what happens when the Philadelphia Eagles draft. They're very good at drafting. But I do think if he does fall to the 49ers, I feel like this year the 49ers need to pick best available player. Instead of picking a guy, like I like Michael Williams, but Michael Williams he's a project player. He's a guy that in a couple years he's going to be very good. And not even a couple, but like year 2, year 3, Michael Williams should be a very good player. We saw flashes in one, then he tore his ACL. Ty Simpson, Niners are going to drop that guy. Avian Terrell, I believe this guy missed last year or missed part of last year. I don't think the Niners are going to draft a cornerback in round 1, even though it's definitely more likely that the 49ers will go that route because Raheem Morris is now hired. Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle, and then Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I don't think these guys will be there. I don't really think the Niners will look at these guys as well. But Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is a guy that I feel like Raheem Morris now coming into the mold for the 49ers. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren could be a guy that the Niners look at. He's 6'2", 204 pounds, or I think he's like 204 pounds, 205, whatever. He's a ball hawk. He can tackle. He's good in coverage. He's good against run defense. I think his run and coverage defense on PFF was 85 plus on both, which is very good. The biggest downside is he plays with Toledo. They don't play against great competition, but his best 2 games of the year, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren's, were against the best 2 teams he played. So against Kentucky, he had a great grade, and against Western Kentucky, he had a great grade, and those are the 2 best schools he played. So you can look at it like that a different way, but I think this is mock draft number 1. So I'm going to pick the best available player, and I'm going to go with Kenyon Sadiq. I think this is a guy you pair up with George Kittle, a guy that can learn under George Kittle. The biggest thing is people say Kenyon Sadiq can't block. You got the best blocking tight end in the NFL to teach him how to block. Boom. Brain is mind boggled with that one. It's just put the 2 and 2 together. I think Kenyon Sadiq could be a great pick. And I've seen him get mocked to go to the 49ers. It's just, we'll see. We'll see if he falls. Plus, this is mock draft 1.0. I still got to learn a little bit more about a lot of these players. I definitely have to learn a lot more. Now here, We have Blake Miller, Chris Johnson, Chris Bell. Chris Bell is a guy that I thought the Niners, the Niners would maybe look at getting just because he was actually really good this year, Chris Bell. But the biggest thing is he sadly, I think he tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think he tore his ACL. But Blake Miller from Clemson, the 49ers, they need an offensive tackle. And I understand, like I just told you guys, this is my first mock draft of the year. So it's not gonna be perfect just yet. I also want to see if there's the Iowa guy still here. The guy with the red mullet. I don't know if he's here. Maybe someone already picked him up, which is crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy because I do think he's gonna go high up in the draft. Yeah, I don't think he's here. Um, but I mean, Blake Miller, he's durable. He's an alert right tackle. It's just we don't really need a right tackle, right? We don't really need a right tackle. And I have a feeling I want the Niners to draft a guy, an offensive tackle early in the draft. It's just, this is like I said, this is mock draft 1.0. The guy that stands out to me right here is D'Angelo Pons. I do think the 49ers maybe could use a little bit more um cornerback depth. I and I really like D'Angelo Pons. Like I think D'Angelo Pons in the Natty was really good. He's the athletic playmaking cornerback that coaches want to coach with. He's just he's a great corner. Like he was a former 3-star recruit. He came in and absolutely cooked. He's 5'9", 173 pounds. He may be undersized, but I mean the guy's a dog. Like he's a dog. He plays with fantastic zone awareness. He's ultra competitive. He recognizes routes really fast. I think on this list, I just like Pawns the most. Like I think he's there, so it's like why not take him? I also like Chris Bell, but he tore his ACL, so I don't think that's a guy that you wanna pick. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna go D'Angelo Pons here. I'm gonna go with D'Angelo Pons. I know we haven't drafted an offensive tackle just yet, and that's a thing that like in more mock drafts. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because I'm thinking I'm gonna do mock draft like every couple of days. We'll switch it up. We'll do a bunch of fun mock drafts. Next, again, I think the 49ers, because we got Connor Liu here. He's a he I haven't seen much on Connor Liu, but I've heard good things about Connor Liu. He's a young prospect. He's 6'3", 303 pounds. He was in his third year. He snaps out of stance and he's very good at snapping out of the stance and playing right away. He's super quick. He's alert. He's got solid athletic ability. The only thing downside about him is he's kind of got average size and weight. Which is kind of concerning, but his grade was 7.0 all season. His overall rank was 114th, and his pro comparison is Matt Hennessy. And we all know that the 49ers already have Matt Hennessy. So, like, do we just want to draft another Matt Hennessy? Like, yeah, this guy could be better than Matt Hennessy, but I don't think that's a guy that we want the 49ers to draft. And you know what? Let's say that this mock the 49ers Tyler Lindenbaum. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that because for this pick, I think I'm going to go with Jacoby Lane because Jacoby Lane is a prototypical X receiver with outstanding ball skills to dominate the catch. He kind of is similar to Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens. I really like him. He's got outstanding combination of ball skills, body control. He's tall. He flashes deceptive route running to fool out defenders. And he just displays high football IQ. He does struggle with pulling away from defenders, and I think this is a thing that we saw with Jawan Jennings. But I think he's young. He can get faster and faster. And another thing is his routes kind of lack urgency from time to time. But I just think this is the guy that could come in and be a great player if Kyle Shanahan were to actually use him. That's another thing. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan's going to use him. So we're going to go with Jacoby Lane there. I really like the pick. I would have went with the center, but it's just like I literally have seen guys and people compare him to Matt Hennessy, and it's like I don't want the 49ers to draft Matt Henry again. And then right here, I don't know if people are going to hate me for this mock draft because I'm not drafting an offensive tackle, but like I said, this is mock draft 1.0. We got a lot more coming up. I think this one is kind of easy for me right now, and that's Nick Singleton. Um, I understand the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey's really good. I understand that. I understand the 49ers don't use their running backs. We don't use Jordan James. We barely use Brian Robinson throughout the year. But Nick Singleton here, I honestly think would be a great pick for the 49ers. Like, it's just an extra gear to add into the backfield. If we had three running backs like CMC, Jordan James, and Nick Singleton, and we actually used all three of them, that would be great. You want to know why? Because that's versatile. You got three different guys that are good at different things, right? He's a big playmaker. Excels downfield. He's a straight line downhill runner. He reads the field really well. He's quick. Um, I really like this guy. Like, he's a talented pass catcher as well. He can catch balls out of the backfield. I just think this is a pick that the Niners like. I understand we have like it's just annoying. Like, doing these drafts is, if you're a Niners fan, it's kind of annoying doing drafts like this because it's like, oh my God, if the Kyle Shanahan actually plays these players, they might actually be somewhat good. But Kyle Shanahan doesn't play these players. Like, he doesn't play these players whatsoever. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do because Justin Jolly is also really good. I've heard a lot about him, NC State. I also really like Jack Andrews. This guy was from Cal, and then he went over to Texas, and he was kind of balling out. I'm not gonna lie though. I think I'm gonna go Nick Singleton here. Like, why not? Mock draft 1.0. Let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's have a little bit of fun. But then the 49ers are right back on the clock, and I love this because I think this is kind of where, jeez. See, they're telling us to draft Drew Shelton. I like Drew Shelton. I also really love Michael Taft, but Drew Shelton as well is very good. I really like Michael Taft too. Michael Taft, as a Texas fan, he was like just a pure leader off and on the field. Like, he also was injured, came up with a huge play after that too. I really like him. But I think we might have to go with Drew Shelton. Just because, like, this is kind of crazy if the 49ers went this far without drafting a guy, and this guy is a left tackle. Maybe you can put him left guard for a little bit, let him learn under Trent Williams. You know what I mean? Like, that would be good. He's lean. He's got an athletic build. He's good. He's got good arm length. He's got a quick twitch. He's a capable move blocker. He's got effective snatch tech and pass protections. He also has long arms, which is good. He does have marginal play strength and ability to sustain. I can't speak. Sustain blocks. And his feet kind of down contact during drive and base blocks, creating quick sailmates and overextensions. But this is something like, I honestly think the 49ers better draft a left tackle, left guard in this draft just because they're going to be able to learn so much under Trent Williams. Like, I don't think the 49ers realize you draft a tight end or a left tackle, you have literally generational, even running backs. You guys can learn so much from these players. So I'm going to go with Drew Shelton here for the 49ers. I like that pick a lot. Holy crap, dude. 49ers pick again? We actually have a lot of draft picks. Like, look, we have 38. Or this thing is going by really fast. 27. Like, we've got like actually like three stretches of draft picks that are very good. Next, I think I'm gonna go. It's telling us to draft another running back. I don't know why the hell I dropped another running back. That would be kind of stupid. I think I'm gonna go with Jack Andrews here, the tight end for Texas. This guy was so underrated. And he's just a tight end. He's a tight end. He's got multiple alignment skill sets. He does his best work in the run game as a motion blocker. And we know the 49ers love blockers, right? And I think with Kittle being out, maybe this could be a guy. that could earn a starting role, maybe. You know what I mean? Like he's a he's very good at vertical routes. He has a great catch to attack mentality up the field quickly, and he showcases top end ball skills. Like he's very good. His improvement is definitely like blocking, but again, something George Kittle could teach him. And he could probably improve his impact after catch with better contact balance or increasing his foot speed to make tacklers miss because he's not like slow, but I just think this is a guy that the 49ers could draft and he could be special year one. George Kittle could teach him the ropes because I don't really like I like Tonjes, but I think this guy could be coming like give a younger guy a chance. Let Tonjes go be a tight end one somewhere. Like I know Tonjes to be a tight end one probably this year just because of George Kittle's injury, but give me Jack Andrews. I really like that pick. I think I actually love that pick. I really like that pick. I think this draft's actually good for us right now. I think our I think for mock draft 1.0, this ain't bad. This is not bad. Kevin Coleman Jr. here. I think for the 49ers here, they probably like this is what like it's kind of funny because like back in like last year, you kind of knew what the 49ers were gonna do. Like it was like either they're gonna go all out defense or all out offensive line and just do like it's just this year, it's like I don't know what we're gonna do. Cause there's just we don't have a lot of holes, but we also do have a lot of holes. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. Like this is why like doing this mock draft 1.0 is definitely gonna like I'm gonna even learn with you guys on this, right? I'm gonna learn because I don't really know, but I think right here I like Josh Cameron, but he's a wide receiver. We don't need another one. Like we don't need another one. Um I like Masses as well. This is kind of the what round are we? Yeah, round 5. This is when I kind of get like unknowledgeable. I don't know much about Zane Durant. I've heard of Demonte Capehart. I've heard of him. So I think I'm just gonna go with Demonte Capehart here, defensive line. This is where I'm gonna have to start learning rounds 5, 6, and 7. 6, 7, sorry. But like otherwise, like I don't think this draft is bad for my first draft this year. Like I don't think it's bad. I don't know why I can't see my full draft. Oh, you can, my selections. We'll just look at it after and talk about it. But I think that's it for the 49ers. Yeah, so they don't even have a draft pick in round 6 or 7 this year, which is kind of crazy. But like look at what they gave me. They gave me an A, an A, an A plus, an A plus, a B plus, and an A plus. So I think I smacked on this draft. Like he got Kenyon Sadiq, a guy to learn under George Kittle, and I just realized, oh my god, I just realized I drafted 2 tight ends. Like, see, this is where it's mock draft 1.0. I just drafted 2 tight ends. I actually honestly forgot I drafted Kenyon Sadiq, but I don't even think that's a bad pick, the Jack Andrews one. Like you got George Kittle and then you got Kenyon Sadiq and Andrews on the field. Like Luke Farrell, I don't even know where that guy's going to be. That guy's terrible. I don't even want to talk about Luke Farrell. But Kenyon Sadiq, absolute baller. You got D'Angelo Pons. I think him, Renardo, Diamador Lenore, like that's like a 3-punt. Oof, that's nice. I understand that we didn't draft a safety. That's where I probably would have drafted a Jack Andrews pick. But then we got Jacoby Lane. Absolute baller. He kind of, people talk about a Jawan Jennings replacement. Maybe this could be that. Nick Singleton, really good. Drew Shelton, really good. Jack Andrews, maybe would have changed that pick to a safety. And then we got Demonte Capehart. I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't know what the Niners are going to do in this draft. Like, there's people that are going to make predictions. If you guys know who I am, I'm just straight up. I'm straight up. If I could actually tell you guys what I think the Niners are going to draft this year, I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just it's so weird this year. It's like it's just different because we need a safety, we need a wide receiver, we need an offensive line. Our defensive line needs help. Like a lot of things, and this is why the Niners just can't go through the draft this year. They got to actually go out in free agency and get some freaking players because if they don't do that, we're screwed. Like last year was definitely like, okay, we're going to improve in the draft here, not really do anything in free agency. This year, you got to get something in free agency and you got to cook. Like Tyler Lindenbaum would help you out so much because then all you have to worry about is just getting like a left guard that's okay. Because Tyler Linderbaum is a guy that would make that left guard look good. Tyler Linderbaum would make Dominic Pooney look good. Like we got to cook on free agency. I'm excited to see what the Niners do. But this was mock draft 1.0. Trust me, they're going to get better and better. So follow me on this journey to getting the best mock draft, to just learning about more players and everything like that. But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Maj. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So let's get there. Peace out.